Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss, and it is Friday, so it's weigh-in day. I've got some updates for you. I've got Lola'S blood test results. I know a lot of you were waiting on those. I'm gonna let you know what's going on with Troy and his health. We got a lot to talk about. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I do a weigh-in every Friday, and this is my chatty update video of the week. Down in the description box, I will have nutrition coaching. Highly recommend those personalized macros and calories. That is exactly what I followed to lose and maintain my 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability. Maybe you just need some support, someone to talk to. I am always here to help you. Links and discounts to my favorite things and my free Facebook group. Come join us. We would love to have you there as well, is down in the description box. So let's go ahead and jump in. I've got lots and lots and lots to tell you. Happy Friday, friends. I hope you had an amazing, amazing week. I actually had a pretty good week. I had a busy week, but overall, I don't really have a lot of complaints this last week. Things in my life have been busy between YouTube and Bomb Party and taking care of Lola and my family. It can still feel a little bit overwhelming, but I feel like this week is probably one of the better weeks as far as stress goes. And really with Lola, since the last few weeks over the last few weeks, this one seems to be one of the better weeks. So quick update on Troy. I let you guys know last week that Troy had been pretty sick the whole week. He ended up going to urgent care and they did a COVID test that came back negative. He was having a scratchy, itchy throat. They did a strep test that came back negative. They think that either he had some type of flu or stomach virus or he had E. coli, but that was kind of unlikely that that's what it was. He wasn't exhibiting a lot of the really massive E. coli symptoms. So we think it was some type of stomach virus or even a flu virus. So they gave him some medication to help with the nausea. That was one of the big things he was experiencing, was just constant nausea. I told him, I said, I would rather have any other sickness than nausea. Nausea is the worst. So they gave him a medication for that. They gave him a medication to help him stop going to the bathroom so regularly, and literally within a day he was feeling better. And as of today, he said he's pretty much back to normal. So that's really good. Between having Lola and Troy both not feeling the best last week, it was very stressful for me. So I'm really glad that Troy is pretty much back to normal. Lola also had a fairly good week this week, which was really nice to see. Overall, just her feeling back to her normal self. She was acting fairly normal all week. She spent a lot of time sunbathing. Instead of her tail being down, her tail was up this week, kind of wagging, and she seemed a lot happier. Now, we are still seeing her sleeping a lot, which I know is very normal as they get older. She used to get up in the morning with me, and then she would either come in here and lay in my office, or she would make her way onto the couch. Now she gets up in the morning, goes to the bathroom. She's not interested in any treats in the morning, which is also something we've seen the last few weeks, and she just pretty much wants right back to bed. So I just get her back into bed, and then she normally stays in bed the entire time until Troy gets up, and then I can get her up, and sometimes she'll be up for a little bit, but then within an hour or so she wants to go back to bed. And I'm not really concerned about the amount of sleep. That's normal as she gets older, and that's actually been a pattern she's had for quite a while. I've talked to her vet, her oncologist. It's just not something we're super concerned about, but I am noticing her sleeping a lot. Now, as far as food goes, there was one day this last week, I think it was Sunday. Sunday, she didn't eat at all. Finally, Sunday night, I got her to have one little treat. One treat. And that could be partially because she gets kind of mad at me on the weekends because I do my Bomb Party live. So I am working all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And I think she gets a little upset that I'm not spending time with her. I have set myself up for failure because I spend a lot of time with Lola. And if I'm not with her, she gets upset. So I think that may be part of what was going on Sunday. Also, she may have been experiencing a little bit of nausea. So we gave her a Serenia, which is one of her kind of heavy hitter nausea pills. And then by Monday, she was pretty much back to normal. I was able to get her to eat lots of treats. I even got her to eat a little bit of dog food. She hasn't had a substantial amount of dog food in days and days and days. She's just not interested. She's not interested in our dog food. And I have tried everything from homemade dog food, canned dog food, the little freeze-dried raw dog food that she was eating. She won't touch that now. Fresh Pet. She ate that, now she won't. I try everything. And at this point, it's all about getting her nutrition and calories. So if that means it comes in the form of treats, that means it comes in the form of treats. And this is also a conversation I've had with her doctor and her oncologist. It's most important that Lola gets in calories. And granted, she's not getting the same nutrition in treats as she would in dog food, but at least she's getting in calories. And that is kind of where we're at. It's all about Lola's quality of life and Lola being happy. We can't even worry about protein in her kidneys at this point. We've got to just get food into her. I'm happy to report that she's definitely, I feel like she's feeling back to normal. So I'm happy to report that. Normal for the most part. She's eating something. I'm going to take it as a win. She's drinking water. She's doing things she enjoys, like sunbathing. Troy said on Sunday, the day she wouldn't eat anything, she sunbathed like 4 times. So you know what? As long as she's happy and healthy and in remission from lymphoma, I don't have anything else to ask for. I mean, she's almost 13 years old. We are doing our best to navigate a quality of life for Lola. And that's really, truly all that matters. And I am so thankful she's still here and that she does have a quality of life. And overall, she's a happy dog. And that just makes my heart overfilled with joy. I also let you guys know last Friday that I did not have Lola's blood work at the time of that I filmed the video. I got the call later that day. So I did get Lola's blood work back. So she went in for fluids and IV medication to help take her kidney values down. We were at a scary level with her kidney values. She went from a low end of a stage 4, which is the final stage of kidney disease, to almost kidney failure. And once we get to kidney failure, there's nothing you can do. It's not something that can be fixed. So we wanted to prevent that from happening. So that's why she went in for the fluids and the IV treatment. And when they ran her blood work on Tuesday, her last treatment was Friday. We ran her blood work on this last week's Tuesday. The good news is that the treatment definitely helped her kidney values. Her creatinine level, which is the level that's really scary in kidney disease, that went down quite a bit. I think she said it went from a 9 to a 6. That's still high, but it's definitely better than a 9. And we also noticed a decrease in some of her other levels that are relating to kidney disease. So now we've got her more towards a solid lower end of a stage 4, not really a risk of kidney failure. So that was definitely worth the thousands of dollars that it was for that treatment, because it definitely brought those kidney values down. We didn't notice anything else weird in her blood work with the exception of her liver values. So her liver values have been elevated for quite a while. That is very common with old age. Very, very common. Well, they're elevated slightly a little bit higher. And that kind of scared me for a second, but her vet went ahead and said, listen, that is the least of my concerns right now. My concern is Lola's kidney values. We've got to keep her kidney values in check. So I feel a little bit relieved about that, since that doesn't seem to be the major concern, although obviously it is still a concern. We don't know what is causing the liver levels to be elevated, other than we know that she's a senior dog and that can happen. So we're keeping our eye on that. She did say that she would like to redo Lola's blood work in about 3 months, providing nothing else is happening or comes of concern in that 3-month period. Now, the cyst on her neck, we aspirated that a few weeks ago at her oncology appointment. I let you guys know it came back inconclusive. It could be fatty, it could be malignant, we don't know. Well, that has definitely grown. That cyst on her neck is rather large. I would say it's probably about that big. It's pretty good size. Now, I can grab it and pull it away from her neck, so I don't feel like it's attached to her neck, if that makes sense. I feel like it's under the skin, but I'm not a vet. I just know that it came back inconclusive when we biopsied it. I know that her oncologist is measuring it and watching it, but I feel like it's grown since her last oncology appointment. Now, she was supposed to go to the oncologist Tuesday of this week. That's been a month since her last appointment, but because they checked her lymph nodes when she went in for fluids, I postponed her appointment for 2 more weeks. I did let them know that I am a little concerned on the grow rate of whatever it is on her neck. Like I said, it doesn't affect Lola at all. It doesn't affect her quality of life, her eating, her drinking, none of that. So I said, let's go ahead and schedule it for 2 weeks from now, and if I have any concerns, I'll call you. And she said, yes, call, we'll get you in. Her oncologist is actually gone next week, so I was trying to get her in next week, and since she's not there, I did postpone that to the following week. So I'm going to keep my eye on it. If I feel like it's affecting Lola negatively in any way, or it becomes something that's more of a concern, I will obviously bring her to her regular vet, her oncologist. But right now she's seeing the oncologist in 2 weeks. So I'll be able to give you guys an update on the cyst as well as her lymphoma. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, she's still in remission from that. To me, her lymph nodes feel normal. And when she had them checked at the vet, they said that they were normal as well. So that's the latest on Lola. Navigating a senior pet is definitely hard. I will tell you that I do have this sense of, I don't even know the right word, like fear or stress every single day. Like I wake up every day, I'm like, okay, she's got to get her pills. Can we get her to eat? Can we get her to drink? How's she going to be today? Is she going to be happy? I mean, it's an everyday thing, and it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. And I always say that I feel like I'm alone, but I just think that Troy handles it a little bit differently. And I also think he's a man, for one, so he's not as in tune with everything. And Lola's like my heart dog. And I think for me, it plays a bigger toll on me, takes a bigger toll on me. But I'm just trying to look at the positive. I'm trying to be thankful for every day, every second of every day that I have with Lola. And when she feels good, it just makes me so happy. And when she doesn't, it's hard, but I'm grateful she's still here with us, to be completely honest. Like I feel extremely, extremely, extremely blessed. And I hope to have a lot more time with her. I want to do my best to keep her happy and healthy and in remission. And that's the best I can do as her mom. You know, that's the best I can do. I just feel like this constant agony every day, and that's hard. It takes a toll on me physically, mentally. It just takes a toll on me. So I try to really think about the positive things, and the fact that she's here is a huge positive thing. So thank you guys again for all of your suggestions, your love, your support for my entire family. It really, really means a lot to me. I'm so thankful for Bomb Party, because without Bomb Party, her treatment was thousands of dollars. Like without Bomb Party, I don't know. So I'm grateful for that. I'm having the time of my life. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So thank you guys again for everything when it comes to Lola, and for all your well wishes for Troy as well. Also, this last week, I was supposed to be in Tennessee, as you know, to spend some time in Nashville with my best friend Amy and for my friend Michelle's wedding. I will say, to be completely honest, I'm so glad I didn't go, especially with Lola having a rough day on Sunday. It's just every day is different. I'm not comfortable leaving. I'm really glad that I didn't go. I will say I am getting a little bit of like an itch to want to go travel, but I have my whole life to travel. I don't have Lola my whole life. So I'm glad that I didn't go to the wedding. I'm so glad also to be back at maintenance. So glad. I feel like I am living my best life when it comes to being in maintenance and allowing myself to eat at that 23 to 2,500 calories per day range. Some days I don't get there. Some days I go over that, but as an average, that is my goal, between 23 and 2,500 calories a day, at least 160 grams of protein. I definitely feel like I get my protein in. I mean, right now I'm drinking my protein coffee, but I'm enjoying the freedom and the flexibility of being at maintenance. It's so good. It's so good. I also let you guys know last week when I stepped on the scale, I was down an entire pound. And I think that was from not working out, because I didn't work out for several days. And when I don't work out, my body doesn't retain the fluids it normally retains when I'm sore. Like right now, I'm extremely sore from boot camp. My lower body, my thighs, my calves, my glutes, everything is sore. And when we're sore, that means our muscles have lactic acid, our muscles are retaining water, and that can show up on the scale. So I was pretty confident that pound that I lost had nothing to do with fat. That was really just a result of not working out and still being in a little bit of a caloric deficit. That was my last week of my cut. So actually, when I stepped on the scale today, I'm actually up 1.2 pounds. So I gained back that pound I lost, which is to be expected. And then I'm up an additional 0.2. Most likely, this is my body transitioning from being in a cut, a caloric deficit, to being back at maintenance, and to being back at working out and just being sore. I've been sore all week. I've actually had to take a Tylenol almost every night before bed because I'm that sore from my workouts, which I'm not mad about. I'm not mad about that at all. So I am up the pound that I lost and an additional 0.2. I am curious to see what happens this next week once my body has another week to adjust. And I'm also a little over a week out from starting my cycle, so who knows? Who knows what next Friday is gonna say, but I will go ahead and pop up here on the screen my 1.2 gain, my total loss, as well as my current weight. I'm not mad, worried, upset about it at all. Like I said, I kind of expected it, and I really don't put a lot of stock in the scale these days. I put more of a stock in how I'm feeling in my clothes, how I feel looking at my body, how comfortable I am, my workouts, my endurance. Those are the things that I put my attention into. So 1.2 pounds to me is absolutely nothing on the scale. I do have some new coaching clients, and I'm really working on getting them to realize that the scale is probably the least important measurement of your overall success, whether you're in weight loss mode or maintenance mode. There's so many other things that play a factor in that number on the scale. It's just a number on a box. It should not ruin your whole day. It shouldn't make your whole day. It should just be a piece of data that you take, you plug it into your brain, and you move on with your life. That's pretty much what the scale should be. And I'm really glad that I've worked on that relationship with the scale, along with my relationship with food, and understanding that the scale just isn't the biggest piece of the puzzle. So 1.2 pound gain for the week. I'm just glad my family's doing better. That's the most important thing to me, truly, aside from any weight loss maintenance. I'm just happy for that. I'm grateful for my success with Bomb Party. I'm just grateful in general. So thank you guys again for everything. Let me know down below, how was your week? How was your weigh-in? Let a girl know everything down below. I will see you though in tomorrow's grocery haul, and I do have a video coming your way on Sunday. So give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.